Hey guys, this is Afik, and this is the last episode of our mini-series on how to create a video chat application with Laravel and ReactJS. I would like to wrap up everything, make sure that it works, fix the error that we had last time, and I hope to get it done in less than 10 minutes. That's it. Let's just get right into it. Okay, so we'll start in the backend. We'll go first into our controller, home controller. No, let's just go first to our routes/web, and I would like to add another route for authenticating user. It's gonna be pusher/auth. This is the same one we specified in here, pusher/auth, and I would like it to go to home controller, and the method is going to be authenticate. Let me create this method inside the home controller. Okay, so now let's add the function here. So public function authenticate. This one is going to get the request object, and we need to use pusher in here, so we can just initialize the pusher object down here. Okay, so I would like to get this socket ID from the request. So socket ID is going to be equal to request socket ID, and also the channel name. So channel name is going to be equal to request channel name. And now we'll create the pusher instance. So pusher is going to be equal to new pusher. We're going to pass in 4 parameters to this function. The first one is going to be the app key. Next is app secret. Then we're going to have the app ID, and last we're going to have an array with options. The first option is the cluster that we can choose from the pusher dashboard. In our case is AP2, and whether we would like to have our message encrypted, and we do. So I'm going to put true in here. I'm going to go to my pusher dashboard that I already set up a new project in here for us, and I will take this key and put it in here, and the secret in here, and the app ID in here. Okay, and you can see that the cluster I chose was AP2. Now I will create a nice array that I can send to pusher with a presence data, but I would like the pusher server to hold for me. And in my case, I just want to know the name of the customer. So auth user name, and now I'm gonna generate the key that I can send in the response to pusher. So it's gonna be pusher presence, I believe it's called presence auth, right? Yeah, so it's gonna get the channel name, next the socket ID. Now we'll pass in the user ID, so auth ID, and lastly I'm gonna send the presence data from here, and I will return a response to the client side with this key. Now we'll go back to the app.js component, and since we have this app key, I'm gonna create this variable in here. We're gonna do const app key is going to be equal to this one. This is the app key. Now we'll save it and go visit the browser to see what we have now. Okay, we cannot log in. Okay, so I think that the issue here got something to do with the CSRF token. Yes, it does. Let's go down here and okay, we should send headers, not header. Let's see now. Okay, now we're good. Right? Awesome. Let's open up another browser. I'm gonna split both of them in here. Take this one half screen and go to the same route in here. Oh, okay, we're trying to access user, but it's sometimes it's just not defined. We should go back to the app.play.php, and here we're gonna inject this script if we have an auth user available for us. So auth user, if it is available, we're gonna put the user on the window available for us. Let's refresh this one and do test2 and log in. I'm gonna allow the camera. Yay, now both of them are running. We can call, well, this is user number 2. Let's just do a sanity check in here that we have the user IDs with us. I'm gonna go down here and do something like this. Let's just invoke a function that is going to return if this .user.id is not equal to user ID, we're gonna do this. Otherwise, we're gonna just send back null. Okay, so let's see what we have. Refresh this one and this one. Now we cannot call ourselves, and the same thing in here. Click on call to, and peer is not defined. Peer is not defined where? Okay, new peer. Let's see, peer. Here. Okay, so it should be peer like this, right? Yeah, this peer. Let's save this one. Refresh in here and refresh in here. Let's jump back to the console and let's open up the console in here as well. Okay, now let's try to call user number 2 and nothing happens. Let's make sure we got everything right in our home controller. Yeah, we got socket ID, not soccer ID. And now let's refresh both of them. I'm going to call user number 2. And no, so let's open up pusher app.js and going to turn on pusher.log to console. This one is going to be equal true. And let's see what happened. This one, event send, state subscribe, looking good. This one looking good as well. Do call to error. To send clients events, you must enable in settings page of the dashboard. Okay, it's good to know. Let's go to our dashboard and jump into app settings and enable client events. Update. Refresh this one and this one. Now let's call user number 2. Now we have the data available for us, but it's still not working. Let's see if we forgot something. Let's turn off those logs in here because it's just too much to handle. Refresh this one and this one. Call user number 2. Okay, nothing happens. And maybe in here we get signals to console.log data and call user number 2. We are going to send him an offer. He will get the offer in the setup in here, and I believe that we forgot to do something with the peer. We should do peer.signal and we should send him the signal.data. This is very important, and you forgot to do that, so let's just refresh everything and try it again. Call to, and cannot read properly, signal of undefined. Okay, and we forgot to return the peer in here, so return peer. Now let's refresh both of them again and call user number 2. Great. Okay, that's all, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one, and I will drop the link in the description below for any GitHub references for this project. If you have any questions, I will be happy to get them in the comment section down below. Thank you, and see you in the next one.